And is that a definition that everybody agrees on?
Nobody agrees on definitions. They're just shared for the sake of the conversation.
Actually matters whether people agree upon a definition, especially when it comes to like scientific stuff. I believe that.
Yeah, I agree. It's important that you and I agree on a definition for the sake of the conversation, right? Do you accept my definition?
So based on the acceptance of your definition, I would have similar beliefs with you. I would share the same beliefs. But if I have a different definition, then I would have a different belief system.
A different definition of evidence, you're saying?
All right, what is evidence to you, though?
I already answered that question a second ago, right? I said, is that which raises or lowers the likelihood of a proposition being raises or lowers likelihood of a proposition being true or not true. And evidence is in turn predicted by hypotheses, and so hypotheses are the things which are in turn evidenced. Do you disagree with that definition? That evidence is that which raises or lowers the likelihood of a proposition being true or not true?
All right. I have a different definition, which is true knowledge or justification comes only from primary form of sensory.
That's not what we're defining.
Hold on. You're not talking about evidence anymore. You're talking about knowledge, which is a completely different word with an obviously different definition. So you don't have a different definition. You're just defining a different word, right?
Well, from my end, there is two types of acknowledging something being valid or not.
We're not talking about acknowledging something being valid. We're talking about the definition of evidence, right? Two different things. Acknowledging something being valid has nothing to do with evidence at all. They're like different concepts entirely.
I agree.
But if you say it cannot be a fiction, we still have to.
I didn't say anything cannot be a fiction. I didn't say that. Those words never left my mouth.
So are you familiar with empiricism? Empiricism, I believe.
Yes, I know. I'm familiar with empiricism. It's the metaphysical principle that empirical data is representative of truth.
So what do you think of that?
I think it has problems.
But does everybody believe that it has problems?
Yes.
I don't see why that's relevant. But
I believe
it's
it has
generally
problems
accepted by
too.
philosophers, right? That's why we end up with pragmatic theories of truth, right?
But there's two types of schools, though.
There's more than that.
Many more than two. Many more than two.
There's a lot more than that last I checked.
The most popular ones.
Yeah, I can think of like 5 of the most popular ones, right?
More
Just
than
off the top
two.
of my head.
But then, who would decide reality? If that's the case, there is two.
Yeah, reality isn't decided. That's not like a valid definition of reality. We don't decide reality. What we do decide is we use like an abductive process to make an appeal to the best explanation that we have available to us. That's just like the nature of the scientific method, right?
I'll give you an example, okay?
Well, hang on. Let me ask you a question. One question. If A equals B and B equals C, does C equal A?
Sorry, can you repeat that?
If A equals B and B equals C, does C equal A?
I don't believe so.
So
Wow.
like, you reject the law of transitivity? That's weird.
Wow.
That's weird.
But you know, there's two types of schools, though. Well, if you can educate me on that, I don't mind.
If A equals B and B equals C, then C equals A.
That's
Yeah, I'm
called the
not
law of
familiar.
transitivity, which states that when an equality is in proportion, then it's transitive to the thing that it is equal to.
And it's called what? So I can do enough research on it.
The law of transitivity.
Also known as the principle of proper inference. You might know it as that, the principle of proper inference. It's the fourth principle of thought, as like A equals A cannot equal not A cannot equal A and not A at the same time in the same way. If A equals B, then and B equals C, then C equals A. Those are all principles of thought. So these are the principles that govern the way that humans process information. You cannot process information without if A equals B and B equals C, then C equals A. You cannot process information without that thought. Or am I wrong, T?
That would be the laws of classical logic. And it would apply when you're doing things like syllogistic forms of thought. But I mean, we can certainly, recognize patterns without it. They just wouldn't be that pattern. There would be other patterns.
Sure. There's other patterns in addition to that one.
Thanks for like the information. I wrote that down, and I'm gonna look it up for sure.
Can we? I really want to address this. Like, do you get credit for, like, from a theist perspective, if you're illiterate but you try to read the Bible, do you get credit?
I'm pretty sure the answer is no, because the prerequisite for being considered saved in Christianity, as it were, isn't having read the Bible. Right?
I've read the Bible cover to cover 3
But so,
times.
so you're not looking to be saved. But I mean, just like, do you get like, do your prayers get like bumped up in the line versus like somebody who hasn't or something? I don't know.
Yeah,
You know,
I don't think that's a thing, right? I mean,
but you understand
maybe Daniel, who's probably much better versed on the Bible, could speak to this. Is that a thing, Daniel? Like, I mean, I guess there's like saint patronage, right?
I get it. Classically, it's not. But do you understand the spirit of what I'm trying to ask?
No.
That's good because I don't think I do entirely
Yeah,
either.
I don't think anyone does, right?
I think that's totally fair. But like, I'm just imagining somebody who's like, back in the day, like illiterate, and they want to be saved or whatever, and they can't read the Bible, and they're trying. It's like, but I tried. Like, it's not my fault. Like, that's got to be worth something in that universe, right? I
The
don't know.
Bible
It's
says
just,
no. Doesn't matter how much you read the Bible. Bible never says anything
I,
about
I
reading the
guess it's
Bible
like, yeah, if you can't
giving you
read the
salvation.
instructions to start the car, you can't start the car, kind of thing.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
the Bible never gives you instructions to read the Bible to get salvation, and Ephesians never says that.
That's fair, but I don't know. Whatever.
As a
but
matter of fact, the Bible never says anything about humans. Construct the Bible. It never says that either.
I think the analogy is relevant, right? Even if you can't read the instruction manual, either you can get in the car and start it and drive it off the cliff, or you can't, right? But reading the instruction manual is not a prerequisite.
Right. So trying to doesn't get you any closer, but it doesn't necessarily prevent you. It's all right. That's fair. But it just still it's amusing to me to imagine somebody who wants to embrace this but can't because they lack the the understanding, the knowledge to be able to read the words.
But I have my magic decoder ring, so my Holy Spirit decoder ring. I have that. I got that. So I kept it from when I was a kid. My dad gave it to me when I was a kid, and I kept it. So I still have the Holy Spirit decoder ring, so I can still read the Bible and understand what it says.
Now, if you get the Word of God as it is in the Bible, and you follow like all the all the necessary things that you're supposed to do
You'd be
to
in
be saved.
prison.
But if you did it and you used a Ouija board, are you screwed?
Either way, you'd still be in prison if you did what the Bible says.
That's
Yeah, I
fair.
mean, I just love that there's like this whole like immortal peril um, is evaded with ignorance doctrine that's like sort of built into this, right? Like I was good until I heard about Jesus, but then because I heard about it and I didn't believe, now I'm screwed, right?
Right. That's kind of that's I'm looking at that, but like almost like I heard about it, but I was too ignorant to embrace it. There are a few just kind of fun plays on the whole logic of it. I do rather enjoy you said MCU. I usually use Harry Potter though. Like all right, but like yeah, the Bible is totally valid and works in the Bible universe, just like I believe in magic when I'm reading Harry Potter or watching the movie in that universe. I totally like I let myself believe that because that's fun, but like that's that universe.
Wingardo Lingbosia.
No, it's Wingardium Leviosa.
Right, exactly.
Expelliarmus.
And now we have two different sects of Harry Potterism.
Oh Jesus! And they're gonna war. Oh Jesus!
And
This is
kill each
bad.
other for thousands of years, apparently. Because that's
Yes,
what religion does.
cabrones. Yeah, we're gonna have magic wand. Gee, this is bad. We
I
need to.
have a magic wand right now. It doesn't do anything, but I have a magic wand.
Donald, zip up your pants.
I was trying to get there, T. I was looking at several
I'm
roads
sorry, buddy.
there.
My pants have no. My pants have no zippers. I wear sweatpants all the time. I have no zippers. This is easy access.
I don't think sweatpants are eat. Well, what you do, you.
Sure. So, is there a theist on stage or in the audience who wants to come up and have a conversation? Because that'd be amazing.
I mean, I can be while I'm reading the Bible, but currently I'm not reading the Bible, so I'm not into it.
I mean, I've read the Bible. I'm not a theist.
So you got to read it, and you got to like believe it while you read it. Like when you're reading a book, a fictional
Sure, I did
novel.
that.
You know what I mean? When you're reading a fictional novel, you got to let yourself believe.
I did that.
Dude, I was in an airport in Mexico once, and this tourist, this woman, she had a southern accent. I was reading American Gods, and totally unprompted, she just comes up to me and she's like, "I hope that's not blasphemous." I go, "No, no, no,
What
no.
does that
Don't
mean?
worry. It's just like the Bible. It's totally fiction."
Ah!
You're good. I'm good. Thank you. But I'm good. And she just kind of stared at me, and it didn't fully process, but like it it satisfied her for a moment because I was like, no, 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 don't worry. It was
That's
amazing. I was
awesome.
so happy.
That's awesome. Uh, so I have this thing called a biblical planetarium, like a mile away from my house. And
I,
what?
when you said that word, I was going to recommend a Z-Pack.
I don't know what that means.
Zithromycin. It's a
Oh, it's a steroid.
no, it's an
Oh, you want to
antibiotic.
boost my immune system?
I was trying to make an STD joke. I failed. Just move on. Keep telling your story. Sorry.
Okay. So, it's called the Biblical Planetarium, and it teaches a young Earth worldview where the evolution doesn't exist, and there's a 6,000 to 10,000 year old Earth. And I want to protest it in the worst way, but I think that would draw more attention to it than it already has, and I don't want to do that.
But dude, that's like I actually respect that because like if you're willing to accept that like all this data we have is just like God made the earth and made it all these things to look old, All right, at least that makes more sense than saying science is lying. Like
I mean,
I can
just miracles. You're just saying miracles.
right, but what I'm saying is like I can if I like the idea, the logic of an all powerful being existing and just making shit look old to fuck with us is more palatable to me than all of science being wrong.
Sure, but you're just appealing to miracles.
I am. I understand that. I'm just saying in my I think it's that sounds more reasonable than the other. I
Sure,
guess.
I agree. Miracles sounds more reasonable than all of science.
But plus, if there is, and whatever, like he sounds like a huckster. He sounds like he's got a great sense of humor, and if there is one, and like I imagine that's in line with the rest of the ways he messes with his toys.
Sure, but I mean, that's unfalsifiable, so it's useless.
Of course it is, right? But it's useless except for just mental masturbation.
Sure, I don't have to participate in that masturbation.
I appreciate that. That was an invitation, just to be clear.
I mean, the people who believe that thing can jerk off all they want. I don't have to. Until they can demonstrate the thing that they believe in to exist in objective reality in any objective way whatsoever, I don't have to believe it.
Right, and I strongly I respect somebody who believes it and accepts the fact that it can't be proven, and they believe it anyway. Because I can't prove it, I can't disprove it, uh, and like, so if they accept that, but they believe it anyway, I'm like, okay, you do you.
So
Live and let live.
just because I can't prove a thing is not a reason to believe that thing.
But I understand that. I'm saying as long as they're honest enough to
Oh,
embrace them,
sure. As long as they say it's miracles.
right? As long, like that's honest. It's not like, oh, you're missing some information or you're missing something.
Sure.
It's like, this is we just differ here, and that's okay. And that's like a civil, and like that's a reasonable. I'm okay with that.
I'm just
Beyond
gonna tell you you're silly until you can demonstrate a miracle. But that's I mean that's better than you saying that the Bible is like fucking true or something.
sure, but like I don't care what you believe, but as long as you accept that those things are not provable, and like you accept that it's all based on just faith and just
Well, so long as you don't assert it to others as
right,
though it's fact.
that's yeah, which is the that's kind of what I hope that would imply, but that is
Oh,
essential to it.
yeah, I agree. As long as you don't assert it to others as though it's fact, unless you can demonstrate it to be a fact.
Right, and don't impose or expect to impose your rules on others, especially.
And if I can demonstrate you to be wrong, I'm going to show you that you're wrong as often as possible.
Right, but it right, and I don't know. I think that's the core of it. I hate it when people get all heated. It's just like, look, got to get to the bottom of it. The bottom is you have faith. If without that faith, there's no there.
Yes, I agree. There's not even the possibility of a thing to be there unless you can, unless you have faith.
I was my 5-year-old daughter was pretending to be a teacher and asking me questions. I was pretending to be the student, and she starts like describing deserts and stuff, or stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, where did this come from? Where then? It's like, oh, God's made it. I'm like, oh, God's, huh?
Ugh.
Who? And so I progressed the question. Who made the gods? Oh no, they just exist. Oh, they do. Where are they?
Cheesecake.
And she goes, oh, they're in heaven. I go, how'd they get there? She goes, oh, well, they died.
That's how you get to heaven. You die.
Apparently, I don't force her to get to my ideas. But I don't shy away from questioning them. Right? I don't want to.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So I'm okay with her exploring those ideas. I encourage it, but I like.
Absolutely. The best way to make an atheist is to read the Bible cover to cover.
Yeah, I don't. I honestly, I intend to expose both my children to lots of different religions and spiritualities, just not just so that they are exposed to them, but because I think they're of value in most, if not all. Not
Sure.
not
It's an
saying they have to
excellent
pick one.
demonstration in how to think critically.
Right. Yeah. And it's also just, I think it's healthy, just worldview to be aware of.
Yes, you should be aware of as many worldviews as possible so that you can figure out how to demonstrate one to be false and one to be true. The only way to
Right.
do that is to be exposed. I agree fully.
Well, I don't know if I went there that's the intention, is so they can demonstrate it, just so they're aware of it and they can take what they will from it and make their own decisions. I don't care if they become uh, a Zoroastrianist, that's a keeper of the flame. Uh, that
Sure.
would surprise me, but that's they got to live their life.
Sure.
God is relative direction.
Direction
How do
is
you define
relative to you.
hang on. How do you
Yes,
define
indeed.
how do you define relative direction?
Relativity is
No.
relative.
Relative direction. How do you define relative direction? That's what you said God was relative direction. How do you define relative direction?
Hold on 1 second, okay?
Sure. It's gonna say a vector.
I don't know. I mean, like a relative direction is a direction that depends on an opposing direction, is the answer, right? So,
Right.
No, it's
It's
a
just a
vector.
vector.
It's called a vector.
It's a vector, right? So he's just saying God is a vector, which is a definition I would reject for lack of utility.
I agree.
When people
It's
say I'm worshiping
stupid.
God, they don't mean I'm worshiping a vector. That's not what they mean.
They
right?
don't at all. Vectors have no consciousness. Your God, the God that you believe in, has a consciousness. Vectors have zero consciousness.
but wait, hold on. You could validate that by
So,
saying that the definition of God is misunderstood, and he's redefining the idea of God as meaning intent.
Well,
But
if
well,
you
that's
define a God
you
that
all
has,
never,
if you define a God that has,
if
hang
you,
on, one sec. If you define a God that has zero consciousness, I don't really care how you define your God after that, because consciousness is the thing that I have an issue with.
yeah, so God is relative direction. You
So
all
define
understand that.
relative direction. You still have not defined relative direction.
Yeah, so relative is in
No. Relative
back chat.
direction. What is relative direction?
Yeah, so relative is in the back
No.
chat.
Stop.
The definition
Presumably,
for it.
relative is different from relative direction. So what is relative
Oh, it's
direction?
not. It's not.
Okay, so why do you add the direction? Why do you add the direction if it's just relative?
Yeah, it's relative direction.
So
So I'm
why
gonna
do
put
you add the direction if it's just relative? You just said that you don't need the direction, so why do you add the direction?
no, you're talking a lot and I don't understand
No,
what you're
I'm
saying.
not talking a lot. I'm asking a single question. You just refuse
Yeah,
to
I
answer the
don't
question.
understand what you're saying. So I'm gonna
Okay,
put
so
the
there is a difference between.
definition
Okay, so there is a
in the
difference.
back chat.
Okay, stop. There is a difference between relative and relative
Yeah, I know
direction.
they're in the back chat. It says it.
Stop.
Stop what?
Stop. Is there a
Stop what?
Stop talking so you can respond to what I'm saying.
I did stop talking. That's why I put it in the
Okay,
back chat.
great. Amazing.
So just
Is
read
there
it. Read
is
it.
there
Read
is
it.
there
Read
is
it.
there
Read it.
so you said you stopped talking,
Read
but
it.
you haven't stopped talking.
Read it.
So is there a difference
Read
between
it.
read what?
The definitions of relative and direction in the back chat.
No, I don't care about the individual
You
definitions. I
asked
care
what
about
was it. You do care. You asked what was it. You do
my
care. You asked
God,
what.
can you stop talking?
No.
Okay. Well, then, if you can't stop talking, I'm just going to kick you out because this is a place for conversation.
Congratulations.
This is a place for conversations, not for
That
you.
will be smart.
This is a place for conversation.
Conversation is not interrogation.
This is a place for conversations,
Conversation is not interrogation. Should I put the definitions of those in the back?
This is a place for conversations.
You're
Not
not
you.
conversating.
Oh my God, I've not been able to finish my sentence yet. I'd like to finish my fucking sentence.
You finished like 8 of them.
Shut up!
No.
So, shut up! So, this is a place for conversations, not preaching. If you want to preach, go start your own fucking room.
I don't. That's what you're doing.
All right. Did you hear me say why I rejected your definition?
I don't know because Donald talks so much. I'm trying to focus on what he's
I'm sorry,
saying.
was that a
Just
no? You did not
talk to
hear me
T.
say?
Ignore me.
All right.
Did you hear
So
me say
what
why I
did you say?
rejected your definition?
No.
I reject it based on lack of utility. When people say I worship God, they don't mean that I worship a vector.
When you say people, like like if I ask my daughter if she worships God, you think she knows what God is?
Well, I don't think that if she were to say yes, I don't take her to be saying I worship a vector.
I don't think anybody knows what God is also.
Yeah.
But that's just me. That's a personal
So you're
opinion.
saying that God is a vector?
No, you said that. You said it's relative direction. Well, relative direction is a vector that has relation to another vector. I don't take them to be saying I worship a vector. So I reject it. I'm sorry, I wasn't done yet. Sorry, I wasn't done yet.
Stop!
Sorry, I wasn't done yet.
If I can't understand
Sorry, I
you,
wasn't
then
done
you
yet.
can't go
Sorry,
forward.
I wasn't done yet. I wasn't
If
done
I
yet.
can't understand you,
No, sorry,
you
I wasn't
can't
done
go
yet.
forward.
No, you can wait until I'm done.
Stop. Okay.
That shouldn't be a problem, right? You can
You
wait until
have
I'm done to ask a
define
clarifying
vector
question.
first, so I can know where
I
you're
promise
going.
I'll be quick, so you can wait until I'm done. I promise.
Who are you
Okay?
talking to then?
You.
How are you going to talk to me and I don't? That's
Just
dumb.
wait.
That's dumb.
Just
No.
wait.
You can wait until I finish and then ask a clarifying question.
Why would I can't move
Just
forward
wait
because I
till
don't
he's
know what the
done,
fuck
Dick.
vector
Just
is.
Right,
you
that's what a
fucking
clarifying
dummy.
question is designed to do, idiot, right?
So you saying I should remember the rest of this?
No, I didn't say you should remember anything.
Before you
should
tell
just
me
wait
what
until I'm
vector
done.
is, you's a goddamn idiot. You're dumb. You don't teach.
No, you're the idiot who doesn't know what a vector is and yet saying God is a
Right.
vector.
So why are you talking any further, you dumbass?
Because you're here.
Because you're the one who's sitting up.
You're
Who's
a
sitting up here
goddamn
trying to
idiot.
say
Why you think
God
I'm
is
gonna
a
listen to the rest
vector.
of
You're
what
a
you're
fucking
saying?
moron.
You dumb as fuck. You's the
No,
dumbest
you're the one
person
who's
on the
saying
planet.
God is a vector.
You
You're
never
the
taught
fucking
anything,
moron
have you?
here.
You never taught
You're
nothing, have
literally
you?
the moron here
You
who's
never
saying God is
taught
a
anything,
vector.
have you? You never taught anything, have you?
What?
Tell the truth. You ever taught anything?
Yeah, actually I have.
When students raise their hand, you dumbass fuck. Do you keep
taught
saying
me
No,
the
you're not a
something.
student.
You
You're not a
He taught
dumbass
me
student.
fuck?
something.
You're not a student.
Personally, he taught me
You're a
don't
something.
clown.
know. This was a vector, you
You're not
dumbass
a
fuck.
student.
I
You're a
don't know what a
clown.
vector is, you dumbass
Yeah,
fuck.
you just said
So I'm
God is
asking you,
one, though.
dumbass.
Yeah,
Hey,
you just said
what's a
God is
vector
one,
first?
though, right?
You
You
the
said God is a
goddamn
vector, and you even know what a fucking
idiot.
vector is.
You're
That's
the
how fucking
dumbest
stupid
person
you are,
on the
right?
planet. You just want to
Yeah,
be
that's how fucking
heard.
stupid you
You're
are,
an
right?
idiotic dumb man.
Yeah,
That's what
that's
it
what I
boils
just
down
said.
to.
You just said
So
God is
let
a
me know what a
vector,
vector
and you
is
don't
first, you
know
idiot.
what a
Or
vector
don't continue
is.
to
You're
speak,
a
you stupid
moron.
ass dummy.
You're a
You're a
fucking
dummy.
moron.
No, you're a dummy.
Dude,
You're a dummy.
you just said...
Bro,
T, do me a
Yazoo,
favor.
take a chill pill, bro.
I am
One
chill.
You
sec,
just
And he
said
is
God is
dumb.
a vector.
One second. T, do
I
me a
never
favor.
said God was a vector,
Yes,
you
you did.
dumbass
It said
fuck.
it's relative
I
motion,
don't.
you
Oh
fucking
my
moron.
God. Am
Yes,
I
you
muted?
did.
Can people hear me?
So
Can you hear
relative
me?
direction
Can
does
you
not say
hear
vector
me?
in it
Can
anywhere.
Yeah,
I
that's a
be
vector.
heard?
No,
That is a
there's no
vector.
vector in the
That
definition.
is a vector. That is literally a
Where do
vector.
you
You just
see vector
described
in
a
the
vector.
definition in the back chat, you idiot? Show it.
You just literally described a vector. That's what
I
relative
didn't
fucking
describe no
direction
fucking
is.
vector. I described relative direction.
Yeah.
The definition for those words is in the back chat.
You take your two
Nowhere does it
definitions,
say
you put
vector
them
in there, you
together. What you
dumbass.
get is a vector.
Nowhere in those definitions does it say vector.
I don't care about that.
I know, because you're dumb as fuck.
Do you
That's
know
why
what
I
a
know you.
vector
I know you don't
is?
care about that because you're a dummy.
Do you know what a vector is?
No, that's why I
It's
was
a
asking you, dumbass.
direction. It's a
Hey,
direction. It's a
what's a
direction. It's a
vector? You dumb
direction.
shit.
It's a
I asked you,
direction. You're an
dumbass. I said,
idiot. It's a
hey,
direction.
what's a
It's a
vector? You
direction.
stupid
You're an
fuck.
idiot.
You
It's
trying
a
to give me a
direction.
lecture
It's
to
a
try to sound smart
direction.
without
It's a
educating
direction,
on the
you fucking
bullshit that's coming out of your
moron.
mouth. You
It's
goddamn
a
dummy.
direction.
You're a dummy.
Yes, you don't know that a vector is a direction. You're a dummy. I agree.
T's right. You're wrong. T's
Yeah,
right.
a vector is a direction. You're an
That's
idiot.
all it is.
Let me see. Let me get the definition for this.
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead.
Because
T,
now I'm
ask me
not.
the
I
question.
would have
T,
took
T,
your
hang on,
word
You're
hang
for
a
it,
on, hang
fucking
brother.
on.
moron.
Shut
But
up.
I see how
You're a
hostile
fucking
you are.
moron.
You're probably lying. So
You're a
let me
fucking
go ahead and
moron.
get the
T,
definition
T,
for
You're a
ask
for a
fucking
me.
vector.
moron.
Hang on. Ask me what a vector is, T.
What's a vector, Donald?
A vector is energy in a particular direction.
Direction, right? Has to do with direction?
Yes.
This guy's a fucking idiot. A vector in any n-dimensional space is a direction within that n-dimensional space. When you apply the word relative to that to modify it, what you're saying is that it has a relationship to another vector. That's what he said.
And that
He said it's
vector
a
is correlated
relative.
with the
God is
curvature
a
of space-time.
relative direction. It's a fucking vector. You're a moron.
I don't see the word vector nowhere in this definition.
Definition
Did you hear
of
what I just said?
Please post
Definition
the
of what?
definition that agrees with you saying that direction or
Did
whatever
you
the
look
fuck
up
you said.
vector?
No,
Did you look
yes,
up
I did.
vector?
Yes, I did.
What'd you
Yeah.
find? What'd you
Right there
find?
in the back chat.
Hey,
Right there in the
What'd you
back chat.
find?
Right
I'ma
there in the back
Google it.
chat.
What'd you
I'ma
find?
Do you
Google
see
it.
it? Do you
I'm
see
gonna
it?
use my
Quantity
Google
having a
Jitsu.
direction. Yeah, that's what I
What
fucking
is
said,
a
you fucking
vector?
moron.
I'm
It's a
I'm looking for
direction.
vector. I don't see.
It's a
I
direction.
don't
I'ma
see.
Google what is a vector.
Direction.
What is
Direction. Direction.
a
You're a fucking
vector?
moron.
So a quantity having
Having a
direction.
direction. Yeah.
Okay,
So
a
what's a
vector is an
quantity?
object
Direction.
that
Wait,
has
wait,
both
let's
a
qualify
magnitude and
this.
a
What's a
direction.
quantity? What's a quantity?
So hang
Like a
on, shut
scalar
up,
value.
shut up.
That's what you're
So
saying God is.
Shut
God
up,
is a scalar
everybody.
value.
T,
You're an
give
idiot.
me a sec.
hold
Give me a
on.
sec.
You're
Give
saying
me
that
a
a
sec.
quantity is a value.
No, I didn't say a quantity is a value. I
I'm
said you're
asking
an
you.
idiot, right?
Give me a sec. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to give you the textbook definition of what a vector is. And a vector is an object that has both a magnitude and a direction.
Direction. And when you say relative, what you're saying is that it has a relationship to another vector. That's what that means. You're a fucking moron.
T wins. Big WT. Good job, buddy. You
Fucking
told
idiot.
fact. You told fact. It's so difficult for these apologists to understand what fact is. What a fact is, like time is structure in the universe. That's a fact. Did he go away? Did he leave? I don't know.
Oh, did he leave?
I think so.
Oh, shit.
That's how you know they lost. T, good job, buddy.
Man, he was just fucking chew toy, or left covered in slobber, you know?
I mean, I don't understand why they want to, like, debate established fact. There are things that are facts, right? Objective reality exists. That objective reality contains facts. Those facts can be demonstrated. If I demonstrate something to be a fact, I mean, arguing against it is just pointless.
Yeah, and that's what, like, the endeavor of science is demonstrating those facts with a high degree of likelihood, right?
I agree. Hey, T, is Victoria still mad at me?
I don't think so.
Alright. I did something that was less than polite. But it was a gut reaction. I didn't mean to do it. It happened.
Oh my god, this guy literally posted that a vector is a magnitude and a direction. Holy fuck.
So I miss when theists came to my room, like on a regular basis. I miss talking to the theists. They just, whenever they get demonstrated to be wrong, they get all feels about it. All right, I'm gonna go see if there's anything on Discord. I have to stop recording.
Take care, Donald.
All right. Well, I'm gonna stay here. Also, just gonna stop streaming.